Here we go then, another week of small horse action. It's sort of makes a change to go 2 weeks back to back as it stands, but fear not, there will still be goals whenever we go. Alright, so let's see where we lie after the dust settled from last week. So this is the games tonight. Baton River, the next lambs to the minimum interest slaughter. Dudley Hill take on Really. The Resurgent Flamingos take on the Ebbs's Alphabet FC. Hurricanes against, having rested last week against a, well, dog shit Shamrock team as it stands. Sandfields up against Castor Troy, and that is Swanee up against Rocks, and probably the game that will headline the night in Sparta versus the Devils, second place fifth. See who is up first, potentially both here. Dimble, welcome mate. As you are here and you missed last week, we will get you on first. Look at that. Pretty much the same as last time, I believe. In fact, exactly the same as the last time, unless I've forgotten to make some changes for you. As I said, it's been a while. Same tactic with this selection, so just going to check the photo. Yeah. I'll tell you why, because I did a double last time, didn't I? Okay, so technically Dimble, you're not in, but can roll if you want to. So if you want to make changes, Dimble, let me know. Let me know one way or t'other, mate. If you're happy to stick, I shall crack on. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I've just clocked that you actually did play a game last time. That there was your missing week, if you like, and you did pretty well. Yeah, if you're fine with that, we will crack straight in. Look, it does always do. Very creepy, actually. That the sort of GIF you sent, or GIF, however you pronounce it, that you sent, when you know that because he was only 16 when he filmed that sex scene, his mum was in the room while he was doing that. Grim. And again, for multiple matches in a row now, no changes for Shamrocks either, even though it has not been working in the slightest. And very much seems to be the case as we're 1-0 up. Gust of wind blowing Milan Petkoff's way. And a red for Battaglia. He's off. Not as good a start as it first looked. Couple of potential options here. Petkoff moving back, Gerard moving over, or just Davis moving straight over, or Lucenov coming on. We shall see. Cool, there we go. Swap the DMCs over. It's odd to me. Absolutely breaks my OCD that Sean Davis, a DMRC on the left, and Milan Petkov, a DMLC on the right. That absolutely breaks me mentally. And I hope you lose now, Dimble, as much as I love you, because that is disgusting. Just let me know that that's definitely what you mean, and you're not just doing it to hurt my feelings. It had this last time. Horrible. And Konstantin sent off. That'd be interesting to see what happened there. Yeah, you did say that actually. Yeah, I remember. No problem. Still horrible, and I hate it. And it shouldn't be allowed. But I'll let you off this one time. And that's what you get for messing with left and right. A goal on the stroke of half-time for Kiko with the first shot in anger for the Shamrocks. And everyone is playing poorly for the Shamrocks except for Kiko, even with his yellow card. Quickly just get rid of Kale for Viale. And Dimble is going to roll as I expected anyway. There we go. And characteristically shit game from Kutuzov may mean the invisible man to Madeira or Balashov get a run out. Either a mad delay, Petkov to MC with Arrow. So back where he was, yeah. Tomad for Kutuzov and up front, and presumably Davis across. Davis across, yeah, there we go. Do you want Tomad left or right of the front two, mate? Left. There we go. I guess right as well. That arrow all the way up, as it was initially. Or to MC. Smaller arrow, and that's it. Lovely. There we go. I'm always aware you tend to do the slightly more no worries, slightly more common sense approach, and I know that is what I would have done. Does that make sense? Right. Let's do that one. And we'll do that one as well. See if that makes any difference for the Shamrock. Stop the rot. And another red card. Oh shit. And of course, because I've just made them 3 substitutes 4 minutes ago, there's no goalkeeper. Oh dear. Okay, right, so I reckon go with the goal. and hope for the best. Any changes? Timble. Now you're up against 10 men. Absolute madness that there's 3 red cards in this. Literally, your name has just been said in vain, Dimble, as in the no change, no problem. In the Invitational Championship I've just been in, I had Totti and Balak, I think, sent off, and I immediately blamed you for programming it because there's too many red cards. There you go. And in the same stream there, well, not stream, Google Meet, there was back-to-back goalkeepers. Oliver Kahn got a red card, was replaced by Rush2 in goal, who then got another red card. It's the first time I've ever seen it in 20 years that I've seen 2 goalkeepers back-to-back sent off. Petkov puts away the penalty to put the Hurricanes 2 up. Welcome, Tato, mate. Absolute red card fest again. And a third. Couldn't go a game without Bernardo Romeo getting a goal. And very, very, very good value for it in the end. Vialli did okay in goal in the end. Absolute mental game, as always. No ebbs and no legends, so we will absolutely steam through this one as ever when there's no one here. 2 quick goals in quick succession, and a third there, and a fourth. See, this is how you beat Flamingos, apparently. And there's the 5th goal. So this is how you beat them. You don't play whatever the fuck I played last week. And a 6th. Franco Costanzo still on a 7. Conceded 6 goals and is on a 7. He's actually doing better in goal than Dida. And Dida hasn't let 7 goals in. That's because he has saved 8 shots. 8-1. Will we get a 10th goal? No. Boring, boring, boring small horse. Wow. We won't play that one yet. Who else have we got? Is it on here? So we will play the Sparta versus Devils. As neither are here either. May slow this one down in the second half, as this is the 2-0 up now for Sparta. Absolutely walking it, and that may put a dent in the, especially with the Hurricanes winning, it may put a dent, and Ebbs winning as well, in those Hurricane playoff hopes. In the Devils' Hurricane hopes. Jesus wept. I've had one fucking. Oh, Ebbs, apologies, mate. I wasn't expecting you to show up. Welcome. You just won 8-1. 3-1 victory for Sparta there. Absolutely walked through. I'll show you the stats at the end, Evs, but you absolutely destroyed the Flamingos. You were right to stick. Tato, you are here. Steve has not arrived yet, so we'll wait and do that one. Tuned in halfway and thought you'd stitch Flamingos and stuff. No, I just played all the way through. So as is usually as was just the case then for Stu and Fifey, if both managers aren't here, I'll just put it on very fast and whack straight through it to get on with the games where the managers are here. Especially if I jump to a second game, which is very likely, in all honesty. Drozdov was injured, so I put Famani on the bench for you, Tato. Let me know if you want somebody else while you're here. Fuck off, you absolute web-fingered fuck. I mean, welcome, Rob, but fuck you, you prick. Congratulations for Forestano. Dickhead. Voited, no problem. Welcome back, should I say, Rob, to the small horse that you abandoned only to get... I'm just trying to think, where did you get in the Super League? Oh, you won a trophy, didn't you? I remember, because of wheel spam. Yeah, Ebbs, if you can have a word. Down to 10 men already. Yeah, Ebbs, if you can have a word with Eddie Howe just ahead of tomorrow, and just let him know. Just step aside. Whenever you're ready, Tato. Jamili off for Voight. It's a good job you put him in fairness. Where is Jamili? There he is. Stick him at DMC in front of one back, presumably centralised as well. We are absolute dog shit and very much expect to see us get dry fingered tomorrow as well, Rob. You are not wrong. It looks like we're not asked at all. 1 minute in, Club Play Centre. Wow. Yeah, just looks like nobody's asked to play at all. And 1-0 up now. Go Ban River. Oof. And a second for Ban River. This could be... Is it the first loss of the season? No, second loss of the season for minimum interest as things stand. Yeah, I believe actually did Roxby earlier? No, you can do it. Yeah, no, exactly. So we'll crack on through to 60. No need for changes for Ban River. There we go. Priest having an absolute howler. Swiatkowski also struggling. This is not going to plan or following the script. Lovely. Swiatkowski off for Souza. There we go. Two up top, centralised back. Not asked, won't win now, no problem. Not sure who's got Rivers Cuomo up next. Oh, Archie Banks pulled one back, ironically. But a third for the River. You cannot hold back the River now. Five minutes to play with 3 added on. Doesn't look likely for minimal interest to get back in it, and deserved. Absolutely brilliant in front of goal. David Priest sort of redeemed himself slightly. Fucking Neil Scanlon out of the match when they get beat 3-1 is an absolute disgrace. Disgusting. Send off after yes, yeah, you can't really you can't legislate really for 90 minutes plus with 10 men. Really have stuck because Okoronkwo isn't yet back from injury. Let me just let Matt know that he is up. And Steve is back. Didn't know he'd gone, but he's back. And there we go. And although Panucci has lost faith in his manager's ability, also rolling Steve, unless you want to change anything. Easy victory in the first. In that second game last week. In fact, it was the first game because you had a match spare. You were the odd man out at roll. No problem. Crack on then. Dudley Hill versus Real E. Soroczynski makes it 1-0 from the spot. It's Mason Javan, his 15th goal of the season. I think it was 15th, maybe 5th. Hamilton Ricard does exactly what Hamilton Ricard always does. Fucking scores. At very good value for the lead. Dudley Hill, in fairness, probably should be slightly further ahead. Certainly looking at both the stats and the ratings. Not sure there's anything really needs changing. Maybe Joey G for Eric Addo. Potentially, but I don't expect to see anything too drastic from Steve. Addo's class needs down, absolutely fine. As is, sorry, I missed that one. Sat waiting, numpty. Sorry, Steve. And there he is, Dario Hussein in the goals. Bit of breathing room there for Dudley Hill, and a fourth just before the hour mark as well. Don't expect to see anything at all here unless somebody's properly knackered. It doesn't look too bad at all, realistically. Addo's still the only one under a 7. Evening Swaddy, not a worry at all, mate. I know you can't hear me, so there you go. I thought that might be the case. So this is normally where we see Louis Sahar for whichever one hasn't scored, and I reckon we will see the FRC. Isn't right, so let's undo that one. So I reckon we go Galetti and then Nicolaides as well. See if that does anything to stem the tide, but it does look already over. Oh, what a substitution that was. Never mind. That'll probably just about bring Eric Addo's ratings up. Bless. Absolute pleasure to have Swanee back. Not that you can hear me. 8s and 9s across the board. Even with a goal, Addo just about scrimped across the line to a 7. Can't complain really for that. Good value for the win. Let's give Rocks a nudge, because this will be the last game of round 1. There we go. Decent performance, that's Steve. You are not wrong. Those were the changes that Rocks has made. Same formation. Only change was Casas was on 80%, so gets switched out for Guede, and Delgado comes off the bench to go on the right side, and Schmuck makes up the defence. So while here, this was your formation, Swanee. One at the back. This is how it went last game. Give you the option there of it, of course it's a double game week, Tato. Behave, it's not even 10 o'clock yet. I'm not even finished my second cider. Behave. Of course it's a double. Got you on mute because of Harry Potter. Now available on Netflix. Yeah, that's great. Cheers, Mark. Lovely. Golden. Cheers, Swanee. Yeah, YouTube's slow as oats, Swanee mates. Don't worry. One goal so far in the half, and a second for Delgado coming off the bench, and Afonso's customary goal as well. Jesus Christ, that is not a bad last minute of the half there. It's all gone. Absolutely off there. Nothing drastic, just fucking goals all over the place. Wow. Let's have a look. So all at 6s and 7s for the home sides. Ahead. No goals, no shots off target so far. 3 have gone in. Malenchuk still looks to be doing okay. Condition-wise, Diop looks a bit suspect. Otherwise looks okay. Martinson available there for that left wing back. Arrows forward. Swanee's forever plan B. Oh, hang on. I thought that was your usual. All arrows move one space up. Gotcha. Yeah. Got ya. There we go. Lovely. Not a problem. Sway. Any subs? Yeah, that's it. Golden. Cool. Lovely. And this is the first game Rox has not been at. Conditions, that's what I'm looking for. Not that he ever looks at them. Fuck it, we'll leave it till 60. And there we go, back in the game. Off for barely a minute. Unlucky there. Still, all the shots on target. One shot now off target. Very much in the ascendancy. Delgado coming on as an absolute stroke of genius from Rox. Diop absolutely knackered now. And on a yellow. No chance he stays on the pitch. Surely not. Okay. No arrow. Okie dokie. Sorry, I'm doing this silently on stream, which is exactly what everybody wants from a from an audio format. Doing this on WhatsApp because that is seemingly easier. Presumably, especially with Swanee on mute. I reckon this might be a better option for you, Swanee. Let me know if you like that one. I reckon that is the way forward. You pick. Okay. Lovely, Swanee. There we go. It's not a bad shout, I don't think. There we go. Swanee's back. Arrows galore. Love it. Let the madness commence. And a 5th for Castor Troy. It was too long without goals. Oh, better than Legends did, I suppose. Unlucky. So just absolutely dominant performance from Castor Troy. Very, very good in front of goal. Just a slightly better keeper performance, in fairness. Unfortunate. Let's see where that leaves the league. Sparta's win keeps them just about in the chase for minimal interest. No worries for not getting a team in Swanee, mate. Only one manager did. so not a worry at all. Castor Troy just about maintaining pace. That game in hand for Sparta gives them a little bit of breathing room, and that playoff picture is looking more and more competitive as more and more teams join in on the act. Sam feels unlucky. And me now, with so many games in hand, I do have a chance. Yeah, I thought you were further ahead as well, in fairness, Tato. That loss has sort of brought Sparta back into it, realistically. But decent. Nice one, mate. Let's have a look. See about chomping through to a second round. That's going to be the obvious one. Bernard Lama back on the bench. And Constantino Carew. And Nudu back as well. Appeal them both, of course. Oof, been a protest. Ooh dear. Better save the game in case he gets sacked. There we go. Couple of suspensions for me as well. CC suspended. Easy then to fix. Bored, unhappy, and a new record defeat. There we go, Ebbs. I'm not sure if you're still here, mate, but stats-wise, didn't do too badly. Just lots more shots on target. Pretty much made that change for you. Easy peasy. A new record, that's not a surprise. Oof. I think that might still be... Yeah, it's the Sparta formation. Still done very, very well, in fairness. Lots to play about with for the Hurricanes, even after a very good victory. Really, it's easy enough as well, in fact. It's an easy change. Right. See if any of those suspensions go anywhere. Unlikely. Bam Bag's back. Ooh, I've made an offer, have I? So I've still got one out of League One, have I? Oh yeah, got one planned for next season apparently. No. Robbie Rayside wants to leave. Not seen him in a squad all season, so that's understandable. Ross Johnson in. Oof. Not a problem, Tato. Okay, so Johnson, Marden, Reday. And Nicky Franco, you want to move to AMC? for who? Probably for Swiatkowski, as he had such a shit game. But we can do that one afterwards. Actually, I should probably check the fixtures, see who is. If you are playing, yep, you are indeed. First against second. Oof, big game. Okay. I thought that would be the obvious one. Dimble has got the unicorns. Oof. In fact, I didn't see who. So who's missing there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who's in 8th? Ebbs. No problem. No game for me. There you go. Shit, Sparta. There we go. Right. So you want Freddy back in? No problem. Hopefully Dimble's disappeared, so I can dick about with his team, and I might get a fucking win. There we go. Dragon praised. See how far you drop. No problem. So with only one team that could go ahead of you, not that far is the honest answer. You've got every opportunity to potentially be okay. There we go, Arcaronquo's back, so we will get him in, as was the request tonight. Media attack Moth. Love to see it. I'm here, but would love an early game. Not a problem at all. We'll play next, Dimble, as soon as I get to the dates. Right. So we want Marnie into MC, Jamali out. Okay. Like that. That's a bit easy enough. I've never seen that work once, let alone twice. Right, I think Wednesday must be game day. There we go, right. Just in case anything breaks. Right then, Dimble. Hurricanes versus the Unicorns. Will we get blown away? Likely. Here we go. Let's get some changes made then, Dimble. Hekov to ML. Lucenhoff in at DMLC. Balashov in at MC. Tomad in at AMC. Who for? Yeah. And your subs bench. Kavalchuk and Harashimovich. And who else? 3. No problems. Just make sure you're happy with that. As it's against me. Perfect, lovely stuff. Okay, and am I going to do anything? No. Fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. Hope for the best. Unicorns in their away strip. It's worked so far. Had it all written down, and there were 2 injuries as well. Yeah. Oh dear. This is going too well. Anelka back in the goals. Chewy in the goals. 3-0 away from home before half time. I'm giddy. The unicorns are giddying up. Sorry, I'm supposed to be partisan here. Deservedly so. I enjoyed that, Dimble. Feel free to continue in the same vein moving forwards. Very much appreciated. Tomad to left striker. No problem. Presumably shorten that up like you did in the first game. Yeah, sound. Any more for any more? Surprised to see Dilbert is still on the pitch, in all fairness. No more, it's gone. Lovely. Happy to hear that. Let's have a look. Conditions. Everybody's okay. We roll. Again, look at conditions. Everybody looks okay. Would accuse you of cheating as it's customary in the Super League, but I saw you do it. Saw me do what? I think I'd be much higher up the league if I was any good, if I was able to cheat at this. Fuck it, no need for changes. Let's leave it be. Sean Davis having a bit of a stinker as well. Oh, saw you not cheat. Oh, okay, I'm gonna say fucking hell. You'd be the world's worst cheat. In fucking 8th or 9th, 10th, something like that in the league. There's a bit of cheating in the Super League, isn't there? I mean, we did have a small wib-wob scandal ourselves here at the Small Horse, just by virtue of our Northern Irish friend being a bit of a numpty, not doing it on purpose. Right, Harrisford Davis, front 3, horsey ball, there we go, presumably loose enough, centralised as well. Again, let me know that that is what you're after. That's it. Lovely. And I've already said crack on. Fuck it. Let's see if we can. Still no shots on target. A defensive display by the Unicorns. Seeing Chewie's name a lot as well. He's absolutely beautiful to see. To see Denigris not score yet, or at all, as it were. Very, very good value for the win, for a change. Only thing I didn't win was the throw-in, so that's upsetting. Martin Eriksson didn't play particularly well. Everybody else did okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Cannot complain at all. Anybody else want to jump the queue? Yeah, well played, Dimble, mate. A rare bright spot for the Unicorns. Speed through this one and see if anybody pops their hands up to play early. Haychick scored again. What a find he has been for Ban River. There's been a few players in this league that have never. Not a problem, Steve. We'll get you on next. There's been a few players that very much sort of exemplify the small horse. Afonso at Sandfields, coming from nowhere, is one. Haychick very much isn't enough for Ban River. Just a very, very good find there. Steve, there we go. Any changes? My good man. And to a lesser extent, I think Willie Sagnol for Dudley Hill as well has been not quite as good this season, but certainly in the last iteration was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, again, Haychick, no idea where he's come from, but brilliant. Night Dimmer, mate. Good game, my friends. Thank you for the 3 points, very much appreciated. So let's get side back. Barnett back as well. And who was there? That was on the 4 sub, I think. Yeah, that's how they were before. Cool, yep. Let's go with that. (5-2) destruction of Castor Troy for Sandfield's last time out, and a very easy win for Dudley Hill. So this is just about now going by the book. It took 24 minutes to do so. I was about to say Afonso hasn't scored yet, so there's at least another goal in it. And there we are, stroke of half time. Much, much better from the home side. Max Tonetto, 10 out of 10 performance in the first half. Come on, apart from the 4 key tackles, all won. There's your answer. Fair play. Odd, but yeah, fair play. So condition-wise, everybody's okay, so they'll roll to 60. Presumably Tonetto coming off. He's been disappointing so far. Any changes, Steve? A 10 there when everybody else's 7s is a bit mental. It's crack, isn't it? Simoyach for Boa Morte, understandable, and John Utaka. Hamilton Ricard, lovely. Is that his debut? It is indeed John Utaka's debut in the small halves. Love to see it. And we will roll to 60. Did I just... no, contiguous, not sub. I thought I'd fucked up then and made 3 subs instead of 2. Looks still fairly even. Potentially the home side just about on top. Still on that 10 out of 10. Just one Tornetto. Yeah, very much look like they're getting back into the game now. It's second half, Dudley Hill. Looking okay condition-wise. Conticchio may be the one you look at if he's on a pool. Yeah, I'd probably drag Conticchio for Johnson here. If it were me, yeah, otherwise looks okay. Steve is the one with a Super League start. I believe the only one of the managers. Oh no, 5 years well, I suppose. Not that he ever fucking mentions it. I want Joey G or Walker Steve, but not for the best player in the league. DMs are open. Conticchio for Joey. Swap with Petrov. Arrow up. Like that. Let me know if that's right. For the best player in the league, who would be that best player in the league? Perfect, yeah, lovely. I really hope you don't say Rayad. Jonas London offside. Absolute dog shit player. Jonas London offside. Ruining the fun for Sandfields there. Potentially important win. You'd have taken a point at the start of the game if you were Sandfields, but very, very unlucky not to come away with all 3 as it stood. Useless. Absolutely useless. Anyone who has this fraud in their team, unbelievable. Look at that. Yeah, decent point in the end. Right, who else have we got? Again, need a manager there, so we'll smash through this one. See if the Devils can get back into that playoff hunt. Nice, teammate. Much love. Looks like Real E are putting the pressure on the Unicorns there more than anything. Devils coming back into it though. Unlikely source of goals, and Philippe Christenval, who immediately gets himself injured. No extra defender on the bench, so Thomas Gravison is going to have to play left centre back. Yeah, deserved win. Mason Javin again. It was his 15th goal of the season, so that's 16 goals now. Shamrock and Castor Troy also not here. So we will also steam through this one. But this should very much be, I mean 3 minutes that took. Could have been 2 already. I was about to say this should be a very easy away victory. It looks to be 2 goals to the goods. It is going to go to type as well here. As Castor Troy is just sneaking ahead of Sparta. Oh wow! Holy shit! Only to rocks can that happen. Wow. That is a thing of beauty. That is chef's kiss. Get it in the Louvre. Beautiful. Oh dear. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh dear. Welcome David mate as well. Good to have you. To the main event. Yeah, I think I've done that already, have I not, Tato mate? Jamelia out of the squad. Game on. Here we go. Bam Bang's tired, so he's not going to come in, so we will leave as is. First place second to headline the night. This is Sparta, and that is minimal interest. Who strikes first? Even game so far, as we're quickly up to 20 minutes. A lot of blue from both sides on the screen so far. Kevin Kyle going close by the seams. Dragon going close as well, breathing fire down the necks of the minimal interest defence, but it is the best player in the league, quote unquote. Veal Rayad and Kevin Kyle. Comes good. 2 up just before the break. Does not deserve to be on the state of play, stats wise. Very unlucky to be down by a goal, let alone 2. Game on, play on, says Tato. I think there's nothing too drastic needs doing for Sparta either, so I will get 260 minutes to see if Sparta can get back in the game. Doesn't look like it so far. Milton having a shocker. Thoroughly deserved this. Does not seem to be on paper. Everybody else looking okay. Let's look at condition. Nobody tired either. So let that go. Stats wise, absolutely stealing 3 points as it stands. Sviachowski, 2 games on the spin. He's been fucking dog shit. Sviachowski off for Souza. Go asymmetric and 2 up. No problems. The rest can stay. We bowl through. Can Sparta get back into it? They can. 6 minutes after the restart. And it's gone to 2-1. Slow it down for the last 5 minutes and there's the return. Juninho with an absolute masterclass. 2-2. Desmond into the dying embers of the game. in the ascendancy, can we see a winner from either team? Away team on the ball now, back to the home team. Final whistle. Eventually got back into the game. Oof. Absolutely deserved point from Sparta. Came absolutely firing out the blocks after an hour. Juninho, the difference. The Tyneside legend. Maybe. I don't know if it's that one, but fuck it. Absolutely. You need some new players. You're the best squad in the league. You've been walking it for weeks and weeks and weeks. Maintain that 6-point gap at the top. Now with no games in hand. Still a goal fest. Look at that. That's the first week in a while we've not had a 5-goal game. 2 4s, 2 3, 3 3s, and a boring 1-1 draw. And the result of the night, obviously, your funky unicorns. See where that leaves us. That playoff position, very, very much 11th, all the way up to 7th. Realistically, they've got a chance of stealing a march on the Hurricanes and Ban River. Oof, it is getting tight, very tight. Flamingos and Shamrocks sort of cast adrift, even with how well Flamingos have been doing. 77 goals conceded is not great, in all honesty. And very obvious the problem there. Very tight at the back for the most part, Shamrock, but just not scoring. The only team not to get over that 20-goal mark. And were it not for me being dog shit in front of the goal and the Devils the same, they'd be the only team not in 30 goals. Really, really far behind everybody in terms of goals scored. So maybe that 2-sweeper formation's not working. Player stats wise, best player in the league there, doing fantastically well still. How's his assists going? Still miles ahead. But it is the goals in the tournament that is really heating up now. Bernardo Romero getting caught by Javin. D'Alessandro still keeping himself in the mix. And Ricardo Afonso out of nowhere. He's only 5 goals behind Romeo and scoring every single week seemingly. Ridiculous signing. Out of nowhere. Tonino in the mix as well. He seems to be scoring even when Devils are playing shit. Realistically then, a game in hand could get me within 2 points of that. Oof. Tadley, welcome Noopy mate. Very, very well. Look at that. 5th place. One name. Nahajic. Wow. Battered the Flamingos. Nahajic. Goal. And that is the result of the night. Fantastic. Nahajic again. Nido again. Brilliant. Not a bad night's work when an 8-1 goal fest isn't the highest scoring game of the night. Sorry, it is a 5-2. And then a 5-1. Just goals everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Ridiculous. And next up, Castor Troy, Dudley Hill, 3rd place, 4th. Oof. Oh, of course it's me next to the slaughter. Oof. Ban River against Real E. Would not want to be Real E next up. Bottom 2 play each other as well next game, and looks like, I was about to say, looks like finally Sandfields have got a game off, but no, they don't. So who does that put? 1, 2, 3. Steve. The Slaughter is a great name for a home round. There you go. Yeah, it looks like Steve has got a game off. Sure, he just had the week off last one. Let's be reshite. No problem at all, mate. Done very, very well. I will get the save up sharpish. Absolutely brilliant night for Ebbs. Brilliant night for Sparta. Second, yeah, you're right. Apologies. Just assume that Dudley Ellen is second because they normally are. Yeah, Sparta, you are right. Stu has got a week off next week. Yeah, brilliant night for your Ban River fans. No one was able to hold back the river. Unicorns didn't lose a match for a change. As well did Ebbs and his Alphabet FC. Won every game they played tonight. Absolute class. As always, no warning. Goals galore. Great fun as always. I shall see you whenever the next one is. Won't be tomorrow as I've got 6 aside. I might do it afterwards, we'll see. But I will give everyone a nudge